Hey everybody, thank you for tuning into my channel. My name is Zarina, and so if this is your first time, welcome. If you are one of my repeat offenders, welcome back. So today is going to be a quick video because I've been getting for past couple of weeks questions. I used to get them during the pandemic, like when the pandemic first started, and then it kind of tapered off, and then I'm starting to get them again, like people asking me in my inbox or my email if loan signing is a scam. Okay, so obviously you clicked onto this video because of the title, so I'm going to get straight to the point, no chaser. Is loan signing a scam? No, it is not a scam. What you need to understand is loan signing is being a commissioned notary. So if you're commissioned by your state that you live in as a notary, you're able to stamp your official stamp on many different documents that can be in the health field, that can be in the auto field, that is under the umbrella of being a notary public. Being a loan signing agent, the only difference is you're still a notary, but you're specifically working with loan documents such as real estate. That's the only difference. There's no scam in that. Now, maybe scamming can come from people disguising themselves as a signing service and trying to collect your personal information. But other than that, that's the only thing I could think of. And that has nothing to do with being a loan signing agent. So I just want to shed a few tips and facts and share that with you guys so that you can actually make a sound decision that would be best for you in your life. Okay, I became a commissioned notary / loan signing agent, and I've been doing it over a year. And I actually stumbled across this because I was working with my last employer, and I was told, hey, you should get your commission. It could work, you know, you can do certain things with the job. And although I didn't want to do the commissioning with the job, I decided to do it on my own. What happened was I wound up getting laid off, which was a blessing in disguise. And so I was able to proceed with getting my commission from the state that I live in. Now, I've always been an entrepreneur, and I am coming from a background of cosmetology. So of course, when the pandemic hit, we were considered non-essential. We were kind of thrown to the wind. It was just so much chaos. And because it is a physical contact career, we were pretty much shut down for a long time. So I had to think of something else that I wanted to do. It's so funny because I wanted to be into real estate so much. I've always loved real estate. I loved doing staging. I loved doing interior decorating, but I always kind of just dabbled with it, never knowing how could I mesh it into my life. So long story short, I became a notary. So here it is, because being a loan signing agent / notary, it is not a scam. It is a very reputable position to have. It has a plethora of ways that you can actually make money and network and use your commission for good, whatever you choose to do, whether you choose to do loan signing or general notary work. So I passed my notary test, got sworn in by the Secretary of State in my state, and I signed up with the National Notary Association. I kind of give you a spiel of how I went through it with my other videos, so I'm not going to go so much in depth. So what I will say is it is not a scam. Once I got sworn in and I signed up with the National Notary Association, the best thing you can do for yourself is get as much research as you can. I was researching so much that each time I researched something, there was another question that I needed to get answered, and then there was other things that allowed me to get new questions that I didn't even think I was going to need to ask. So what that did was it pushed me down a rabbit hole, which I'm grateful for, because that allowed me to obtain as much knowledge as I could. So what I wind up doing is I started researching on what's the most budget-friendly way for me to get started, as far as am I going to take a course? I took the Mark Wills course, and it was a good investment. I also became a member of the National Notary Association, and I did their background check as well. So I created my profile, and then I became SnapDocs verified. When I did that, I was also purchasing paper that I can get on sale, just, you know, starting off budget friendly wise with the office supplies, pens, post-its, paper, legal and letter size. Also making sure I priced down and got a good deal for my scanner. Also with my printers, which was, they must be laser print, laser jet printers. So as I did that, that's the easy part. What I would do is I would always take time to Google. Google was my best friend, and find out, okay, so what are the docs I'm going to be looking at in, you know, a loan package. And so I would go on to like Freddie Mac, Fannie Mae. I would just Google what docs to expect when purchasing a home or refinancing a home. And I would just get a plethora of documents that would be in your loan document. So as you start seeing what refinancing and seller docs and purchase docs, you'll start seeing they're pretty much all the same inside the docs, but then you'll come across certain states, certain lenders will require, you know, something else. And so each packet is always something new to learn. So I started learning that the closing disclosures, your seller statements, your signature affidavits, your deed, the mortgage, the note, I started seeing what documents would require for me to have to put my notary stamp on, and which I just needed to collect the signer's signature. Once I started doing that, I was able to start learning to get a groove, and I started learning how to kind of conduct my signings. And I kind of gave myself an idea of, hey, I can do this in 20 minutes. I can do this in 30 minutes. I can do this in 15 minutes. Then I also say, now let me just leave a buffer just in case they have questions and I might have to contact, whether it's the signing service or most likely the title company. But I will say this, for those of you who are still contemplating, you're wanting to do it, you're a little nervous and a little skeptical because you're not sure of all that stuff that's out on the internet. Yes, during the pandemic, you would come across so many people stating they're making 6 figures from doing a loan signing. You can make 6 figures in this industry. But you have to also understand you're going to work for it. But you also need to understand, being a notary / loan signing agent, do your homework. Do your homework. And the reason I say that is, when you're dealing with solely real estate, and that's what you want to be commissioned for, because you want to do loan signing and you don't want to do, you know, general notary work, which is fine. You get to choose how you want to use your commission, right? So some people do general notary work and loan signing. Some people strictly just do loan signing. It's up to you. It's your preference. But you have to understand and you have to know that, hey, let me be realistic. It's a numbers game, no matter what, whether it's real estate or not. You need to know, what am I looking at as a startup course? What is the possibility of money I can make just starting out, being brand new to this? Start learning what would be the amount that I could be content with taking a signing. You know, those are the things, are the learning curve. You have to learn that. You know, you'll see people say you can make $125 plus for each signing. That is true. That is true. And I don't work for anything less than that. But I have been blessed and fortunate to build a network with signing services that, and remember, reputable signing services that I used and I researched on them, and also reputable title companies that I actually, and loan offices. And that was a very big factor for me. Networking, your network can determine your net worth. So when I was starting and getting my feet in the door, I was always making sure I was detailed oriented. I was always making sure that I check, double and triple check my documents, where if you can avoid a simple error, then avoid it by making sure you go over your work, and you're making sure you're just letting the signers know, please, before I leave the table, please just allow me 2 minutes so I can just go through the paperwork again and make sure we haven't missed anything. And they'll be even more the happier for you doing that, because they don't want to see you again. They want to make sure that it's been a one-time, the closing has went through, there's no problems, you've done your part, they've done their part, and you're good to go. Also, I had to also ask myself, location. Real estate is always about location. Ask yourself, where I live, is it booming? Will I have a lot of business around me? There's some people who go into this industry and then only to realize they've invested in all this money, getting all this equipment, and signing up for, a signing service program, and then they're only getting signings that's 40 minutes to an hour away, and then they're getting quote unquote lowballed. So you have to also call around, call and let signing services know, or call title companies and let them know. I'll ask them, hey, I'm in this area, do you get a lot of refinances or purchases or selling? Because I could be your preferred notary, mobile notary. You want to make sure you're signing up with people who can actually have business where you live. That's very, very important. People will do one or two things. You'll have those people who will spend all this money, get all the equipment that they need, and then they're scared to take an assignment. They'll get notified, and then it's either they've contemplated so long that by the time they do decide to take it, someone has already snatched it up, or they are still not confident within themselves and they will not take a signing. Then you have the others who are on go. They are on green light. They have gotten their commission. They've signed up for signing services and title companies, and then they get the notifications and they take it. But then guess what? They don't have a printer. They don't have supplies. So they're going to Staples or FedEx, Kinko's, wherever, and you're really paying to print up 2 sets of people's personal financial information on a public equipment. It baffles me. I don't even know how people actually do it, and it actually makes sense to them. But anyway, I digress on that one. So I want to say to you guys that you can do so much with being a loan signing agent. And I'm saying this because I'm telling you from my experience. I've only been in this industry a little over a year, and that has opened the doors to where I have now been able to start my journey, which I've already started my journey in being a a real estate agent. And so that in itself helped me, because I was able to network and market with people. Loan signing has opened so many doors, and I can't even stress that enough. And this is just my personal experience. I have been blessed to go into the most fabulous pieces of real estate I've ever been to in my life. I have gotten tours. I have sat down and spoken with people who are just in industries I never even knew existed. I'm talking about estates, okay? And beautiful. And I'm so grateful, because I know I see some loan signing agents who have went into horrible situations, and I'm so sorry for them. And I've been so blessed, and that's not saying that I may not ever encounter a home that I was a little nervous of going into, but I've been blessed that the bulk of my clients and through my whole real estate loan signing journey has been just top notch. And so then that has led me to go into my journey in doing real estate and to become a realtor. So I say all that to say it is a very, very lucrative and it's a very rewarding industry to get into. And again, everyone's situation is going to be different. My situation is not going to discount someone else's, and vice versa. If people are telling you don't waste your time, the best thing I can tell you is experience it for yourself. See, what can you lose? You can't lose anything. Being a commissioned notary, you'll always be needed. So you taking that step, you'll always be needed. And once you start seeing the need for you and people knowing who you are and you're putting yourself out there, so many possibilities and opportunities can happen for you. So again, I just want to put that out there. Loan signing is not a scam, but be very careful on the agencies that you sign up with, because this is very personal information that you have to give so that they can send you your checks. They can run you your money. They can send you anything for tax purposes. So again, just make sure that you have taken the time to do your due diligence and be very picky and and pace yourself. Don't jump out the window because you think, oh, you know, loan signing, I gotta get this, you know, real estate, the interest rates is going up. Pace yourself. Pace yourself, because there's one thing about this world, no matter what times we go through, everyone needs a home. Everyone needs a place to stay. And real estate is always moving. And like any other industry, there's always a high peak and a low peak. You're going to have those high times and it'll slow down, but you need to know how to pivot in those times. But you can still be successful. So I just wanted to give anyone out there, some encouragement that if you're still thinking about being a loan signing agent, or if you are already a loan signing agent and your journey hasn't been what you expected it to be, you just have to pivot and change and put new systems into place. This is your business. It's how you get the most out of it. You have to go out and branch out, let people know where you are, who you are. Sometimes starting out and doing general notary work, doing a great job, having good professionalism may be someone remembering you, you know, doing a notary act for them, and then they happen to be either selling their home, or they happen to be refinancing, or they're purchasing a home. And a lot of times they'll see that documents may need to be notarized, and by you just letting them know, should you ever be in the market to refinance, should you ever be in the market to sell or purchase, I'm a notary. I also do loan docs as well. You can just let your title company know, and they can give me a call, and I can come out to you since we live in the same area, and I can get that done for you. So you have to just know all of the different ways that you can market yourself. Okay? And I hope that this helps anyone to let them know, keep going on your journey, and don't let all of that outside noise kind of deter you from wanting to give this a shot. It's a great opportunity, even if you don't get to make the 6 figures, because honey, you gonna work for that 6 figures, and it is possible, but you have to know how to get it. But you have to also understand that it's gonna be highs and lows, and the most important part is marketing yourself, letting people know you're out there, but you have to also show and prove. And that happens when someone can call on you, and not only do you know how to make sure to do the correct notarial acts on a deed and signature affidavits, but also any marital affidavits, but they also know you will get those signatures signed, period. And you will package the documents the way you receive them, and always keeping an open line of communication with the title company, escrow officer, or to the lenders, letting them know signing has great. There was no questions. Documents have been executed. They're being packaged and dropped off via FedEx or UPS, however it is. And always just say, hey, just want to thank you for allowing me to service your clients. It's just so many different ways that you can market yourself and set yourself above the rest, and you will be successful. That's it. So I hope this was helpful. I don't want to take much of your time, and you know I give it to you raw. I'm not sitting up in here editing no videos at this point, but I just wanted to give you guys a just an insight on, you know, my journey and the opportunities out there for you being a loan signing agent. So all the best to you. If you have any questions, feel free, link them down below, or you can hit me up in the inbox. My email, I'll be more than happy to answer or mentor you, as well as if you make sure you subscribe, like, and share this video. Have a good one, everybody.